matchup of strikers. Any chance this thing hits the canvas?
I don't believe so. I think when you have two high-level strikers like...
Back to the feet. Oh, he might be out. And another slap there to the outside of that lead leg. Looking for that left hand. Not there. Got clipped with the right hand.
Look at him flip his hip into that kick.
Edwards gets the double leg takedown. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Massive head kick. Another shot lands upstairs. Edwards' lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up. Ooh, head kick lands. He's hurt.
Oh, nice connection there with a punch, DC.
Great time to land that punch.
I will no surprise the striker has come out at his aggressive best here early, really throwing everything with fight-ending intentions.
He's throwing everything to end the fight, and he has to, because the longer this fight goes, his opponent has the advantage. Big knee lands to the body.
Well, 25 total strikes have landed for Conor McGregor. Oh, nice shot there, takedown landed by Edwards. And he's back up again, so the takedowns have been there, as have the get-ups.
Kick land.
Some nice back and forth action here. All right, so another swing and a miss, and I'd imagine if your gas tank is this low, you got to find time. Ooh. He's got him hurt here. Oh. Back to the feet. Oh, he might be out. Straight right. Oh, there's a low. He's out. Oh, yeah, man, crowd. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. The way he drew it up. He found the opening.
That was showing what it was,
Extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Fold him up.
Great strike.
I had to give him an uppercut, you know what I mean, while he was going down.
Right until
show him I ain't no clown.
That ended the
what a night for the UFC welterweight champion as he wins the belt with a knockout victory. He had some doubters coming in here tonight. Those people are pretty quiet right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 43 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, the notorious Conor
Well, doubt this man at your own peril. The notorious Conor McGregor gets his hand raised yet again. You see the celebration is on with his chief corner, John Kavanagh.
Yeah,
a massive moment in a career that has had so many of them for the notorious.
I'm gonna give him his rematch. Just because I'm a good sport.
ready to fight. Ready. Good.
All right, so here we go as round one gets underway. Two world-class level strikers here. The expectation is we're going to get a kickboxing match here in the knockout.
Yes, we are going to get a striking match. One guy is very good at kicks. The other guy has unbelievable hands. Let's see what type of attack is going to win the battle.
He's got him hurt here. Oh, how about that? He lands a huge kick. uppercut. Oh, big left. Nice defense there. Huge block. Continues to mix it. Oh! He's got hurt here. Bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, he's up, but oh, is he hurt. All right, so the strike lands, but my children hit hard.
Yeah, at this point, early in the fight, you saw his opponent's head snapping back. You could see the effect the punches were taking. Now, he may as well just smack him on the arm like, good job, guy. What a fight.
Nice kick there by McGregor. Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook, he's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here.
McGregor advances and lands flush with the left hand.
Lands that left hand. He's always looking to land that strike, and he does it again in this big spot.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Conor McGregor. Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy, doing great work. Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
So you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Edwards is looking for that off triangle. And he's out. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficient...
It's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to fold him.
Yep, absolutely.
Back to the feet now. Oh, perfect head kick there. Wow.
That was a thudding leg kick.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very accurate. What a punch.
That's as good a punch as he's thrown. The punch that
Let me help him get a good.
Landed perfect.
That was a close one. I thought he had me.
Round 2 is underway. Well, Conor McGregor's boxing looks sharp here tonight. We talk about him as a master of distance management, but he also uses his long reach to great effect. It's one thing to have a long reach, it's another to use it and to use that jab, and McGregor has really mastered it when it comes to mixed martial arts. Just missed with the elbow there.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Oh, straight right.
What a tricky head kick.
Throws the right hand there. Oh! He's got him here. Oh, straight right.
Over.
He's done.
Getting his rematch.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. Let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched blood.
I mean, a competitive fight. That one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
All right, now we go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop this contest at 2 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed USA welterweight champion of the world, Fernando Torres.
Let's go.
Exhausted, overworking, take another pill, or to keep the owner of the
Who's next? Who's next? It's time to spark the guest 24/7. Guess who's next? Let's do it. Let's do it right. Let's do it. We do it right. All days don't do it right. Do it right. Guess what? All days don't get dizzy. It's a dizzy. You get dizzy. 24/7. Run around, so you're getting dizzy. You get that left.
All right, coming up next, we get to a welterweight championship showdown between Conor McGregor and Colby Covington.
Ain't getting out of much here. You can put the test busted. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Ready.
All right, so here we go. This highly anticipated fight is now underway. Looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler. Am I simplifying things too much?
In this instance, you aren't, because this is what got these two men to the show. One guy is known for his diverse attack at the feet. The other guy is known for his ability to drag the fight to the mat and put his opponents in danger from the very start of the grappling exchanges.
There's the early takedown. Pretty evident, DC, that he wants to get this fight to the ground, and he was certainly able to do so there.
He felt like he had a massive advantage in the wrestling, and if he attempted takedown,
He's got him hurt here. Back to the feet. Goes in and secures the takedown. Just misses with the straight left hand. Oh! Some blood starting to trickle down in and around that left eye. Hopefully it doesn't affect his vision.
he's going to try to take him down. There you go.
Oh, high amplitude slam for him there. Wow! Down to 3 minutes now to go in the round. How about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep. The big punch lands over the top.
DC, he is hurt.
What a beautiful uppercut. And landed beautiful. The next shot.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the boxer.
Oh. He's got him right here. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way. The referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move. And when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hips, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to feet. Take him down, cut him. Take him down, cut him. Over and over, he's securing these takedowns.
38 total strikes have found the mark for Conor McGregor. Oh, nice left hand there by Conor McGregor. He still got it.
Yeah, he absolutely has it. He's one of those guys that understands business management better than most fighters.
Oh, look at that head snap back as he connects with another uppercut. Not the first time he's landed that weapon. He's got him right here. Oh, big diving punch to the head. Lands a nice 1-2. Oh, he might be out.
Get that man out there quickly.
He was so aggressive with his onslaught that ultimately appeared as though the outcome was an eventuality. So if you're the referee, you got to protect the fighter, and I thought he did a good job of doing just that. Let's get you some replay replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Here's Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop this contest at 4 minutes, 38 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, the notorious Conor McGregor.
So the celebration is officially on after a successful UFC welterweight.
Red light, green light. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. Stuck at the stoplight. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. Stuck at the stoplight.
Open any customers.
It's a welterweight title fight between Conor McGregor and Kamaru Usman. All right, should be interesting to see how it goes for him here tonight. So here we go, this highly anticipated fight is now underway. Looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler. Am I simplifying things too much?
In this instance, you aren't, because this is what got these two men to the show. One guy is known for his diverse attacks on the feet. The other guy is known for his ability to drag the fight to the mat and put his opponents in danger from the very... Oh! He's got one here. Notice the drive. Look at how he has double leg shot.
Oh, what goes up must come down as he slams him right on the canvas. Huge moment in the round.
It excites me to watch somebody land those types of technique. The impact, man.
He's got him hurt here. Oh, he might be out. Now goes in, secures the takedown. Back to his feet.
I mean, he's cutting him down to size with these beautiful leg kicks.
25 total strikes have now landed for Conor McGregor. And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate. The record is on repeat. Wash and rinse over and over again. It's takedown after takedown.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Just over 2 minutes to go. Oh, damage done. Bleeding from his cheek now. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Usman. Oh, he's back up again. You gotta like that. Circling to his right. Oh, single collar tie here.
Left hand punch in the clinch. Good stick.
Here he is back in the clinch. The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do.
Side to side control.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Good work from the top here by Kamaru Usman. Round 2 next. Round 2 now is upon us. Conor McGregor. And that man, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman. Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish.
Nice punch there.
Huge shots there. Shoot. Let's see if he can capitalize and lock up a sub.
You got to try to find whether or not you're going to land ground and pound here, or if you're going to go to submission.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. That knee might have landed there. All right, pretty good series of knees by him there, so mixing up the striking really well in this fight tonight.
Fantastic fighter, but when he added knees to his game, he became even better.
That knee might have landed there. Oh, how about the slam there? That one cannot feel good. And they both stand up. Once again, employing the knee.
Big, powerful punch land. Now we get back to range. You don't know when that leg kick's coming.
Nice job with the hands there by Conor McGregor. Let's not forget, he trained for a fight with Floyd Mayweather, 16-ounce gloves. He felt like that would help take his boxing to the next level in the UFC, and largely that's exactly the way it's going. Oh, nice job. All right, so now we're on the crowd. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of his position up the bottom.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Kamaru Usman. Man, that cut has really opened up. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land. He's trying to land effective strikes.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape, or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, back up again. You can't hold a good man down. 76 total strikes. Kamaru Usman. And pretty efficient as well, landing with 81% accuracy against Conor McGregor. Single collar tie now.
In the tie clip, look for the start.
And once again, looking for that highlight reel KO with that
Take
front
down,
kick.
cut, take down, cut, over and over. He secured this takedown.
Back to the feet now. Oh, Head kick blocked by Kamaru Usman.
Big punch lands over the top. I'll give him follow.
All right, so there's the horn. Let us now look back at some of the action in that round, DC, and he had his takedown game going early and often.
Yeah, he had it going great. I mean, he did a great job of finding his entries, rushing to his finishes before his opponent could react and defend him. He should be very proud of the work he did over the course of that last round.
All right, so we'll see how it goes here in this round. The previous round, it was all him just taking his opponent down really every time he entered.
Yeah, every time he got in on the leg, he was able to secure a finish. And that is the idea you...
Shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot was perfect.
But another head kick lands. Got to start raising that guard, or this is going to be the end of the fight.
I mean, it's going to be the end of the fight. It's very surprising that shot a double leg.
Oh, massive slam. That'll change the complexion of this one. How about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I think he's getting hurt here. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Usman gets the takedown. All right, he's in a half guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from that.
Lands upstairs and lands crushed.
They land perfect. That is the reaction you're hoping to get. That one landed perfect. And fight maybe stop very soon.
90 total strikes have landed for Kamaru Usman. Landing at a pretty good clip. 71% accuracy against Conor McGregor. Head kick is blocked.
Nice looping punch.
We have now crossed the midpoint of this fight. Well, it's all patient. Yeah, there's another one for the highlight reel. That's probably as good a knockout as he's had. Just a shot to fight. The other fighters saw it coming, so a big knockout for him here tonight on the biggest of stages.
Yeah, you got me.
And there he is, our UFC welterweight champion of the world. He's going to like the sound of that. Getting it done with style points by way of knockout here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 36 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout.
You definitely got me. Chat. Yeah, he took my belt. I'll get a rematch though.
So he dedicated decades of his life to this very goal, and he is now the UFC champion. No one can ever take that away from him.
Yeah, man, you got to take a lot of confidence from staying so committed to a goal for so long. The moment he walked into the UFC, he said, I will be the champion. He got it done tonight, and you got to take your hat off to him for staying focused for so long and getting it.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round one. You need to tell us what you think is going to happen as an analyst. We have a striker, we have a grappler. Doesn't always play out that way, but what are you expecting to see in this fight?
I'm expecting the grappler to try and go and make contact with his opponent. If he can make contact, he can drag this fight to the mat. I expect the striker to try and maintain range with his jab, with his kicks, to make this a stand-up affair.
Reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position.
Oh, he might be out. He's got him hurt here. A couple of shins here being tested early. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Conor McGregor gets caught with that punch. Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body. That's a crippling shot there. A big right hand lands. Under 3 minutes now to go in round one. McGregor gets hit with a kick. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. And a nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. That knee might have landed there.
My bad, yo. It was doing something weird, so I had to pause it.
Hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
Conor McGregor gets up. He is back on the feet here. Just missed with the left there.
Straight punch lands.
So just over 20 total strikes have found the mark for Conor McGregor. Final minute of this championship fight. Right there, his opponent's wobble check.
He's hurt bad. This dude needs to grab. He needs to wrestle. He has to do something. He cannot take another shot like that. Oh!
He's got him hurt here. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Back to the feet. Beautiful strike. Round two winding down. All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
Round two, Conor McGregor and Kamaru Usman.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again. He's got it here. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is the opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, it creates...
Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. It's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. So we call on the numbers here. These are unofficial, but 42 total strikes have landed for Kamaru Usman. And in terms of the connection rate, if you care, 71% accuracy thus far against Conor McGregor. Shades of the Hall of Famer Randy Couture with the dirty boxing here. And I know you can speak to a lot of the little movements and spaces that he is obviously maximizing.
He's doing a great job of just following the blueprint from Randy Couture to the next guy, to the next guy, to the next guy that have allowed him to go to the top of the sport. Let's see if it takes him to the top of the sport.
You're too humble to say Daniel Cormier, huh?
I'm a little bit too humble to say that.
Just humility, just pouring out of your veins right now. Oh, working hard to get back up again, and he's there. Well, it's not due to a lack of effort. He continues to throw, but this is like double A striking. And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Take him down. There you go. Oh, slams his opponent to the ground. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
It's like they're rolling.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very bad.
Gets up again here, but Orton slams his opponent down. That knee might have landed there. All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was. DC, take us through the replays.
Punch after punch. He landed him at will. He went right at his opponent, got in his face, and showed this is my octagon. We are going to dance to the beat of my tune.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third. Round of this championship. Well, one got through. That kick is what? Look how he turned his hip into that leg kick. Well, he has landed some good shots. Oh! He's out!
I'm gonna keep on going so I get my bet back.
All right, so here we go. This highly anticipated fight is now underway. Looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler. Am I simplifying things too much?
In this instance, you aren't, because this is what got these two men to the show. One guy is known for his diverse attack and speaking, other guy is known for his ability to drag the fight to the mat and put his opponent in danger from the very start of the grappling exchanges.
Oh, bleeding from his cheek now. Damage done. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
Oh! Oh, he might be out. He's got him hurt here. All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knee. Push at the hip, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. The half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Oh, nice kick right there. Tell the masses how good that feels to get kicked like that.
That feels good.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Conor McGregor. DC, he is hurt.
What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot.
Back to the feet. Trying to hammer that lead leg.
Head kick.
All right, single collar tie now. Well, the octagon, not a great place to be when you're looking for a rest or a stool. His stamina has been a huge issue tonight.
It's abandoned him, but he did it. He tried. He fought as hard as he could for as long as he could. Now it's about survival.
And he comes through with a big knee. Oh!
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Throwing hard in the pocket. Oh! And now he lands a combination. finally he gets his first takedown of the fight, and they'll say, and of course you don't succeed. I'll try again until we get him down.
Persistence paid, and that's what we saw with Bishop.
The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do.
Right into side control.
Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water. Now the ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. Bishop, man, is as good as any we've ever seen.
Watch a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Sound strike on the ground. Just over 3 minutes to go. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. So 57 total strikes have landed for Kamaru Usman. And a pretty efficient effort thus far, landing with 77% accuracy against Conor McGregor. Immediately gets the underhook. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. Oh, that's a beautiful kick right there. I don't know if you've ever been kicked by a mule. It probably feels something like that.
It has to. This guy has landed tight. Oh my God. Perfect liver shot. That is the most shot in all the fight. It is very difficult to recover from this.
Back to the feet. Punch coming, it's blocked. Single collar time. Oh, he's got one here. Oh, massive kick to the head.
Big shot lands. Head kick.
Starting to do some really significant
Fight. Another takedown land.
final seconds here of round two. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. And the horn sounds on round two. Well, if you like wrestling and you like takedowns, I guess that's the round for you. He really had his way with his opponent there.
Yeah, he was able to secure many takedowns, switching up the techniques, constantly changing the edge.
He's got him hurt here.
Oh, big head kick.
Shot, not telegraphing his shot, clean entries. The Olympian's got to like what he sees.
I mean, over and over, he gets to the legs before his opponent reacts. By beating him on the entry, now it's up to the opponent to keep up. But this guy's playing chess. His opponent's playing checkers. He's playing chess. He can't.
BC, he is hurt.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
69 total strikes have landed for Kamaru Usman. Landing with 64% accuracy against Conor McGregor.
Sneaky head kick.
Well,
he turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round three. Told us he was going to the gym. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. It does not get much better than that.
All right, so we'll see if he goes for another takedown here, and it's the way he's approaching.
Oh, man, look at that. Picture perfect. Got to the leg, got to his position, got another beautiful takedown. And they separate. Big punch leg to the middle.
Just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Pretty significant as well to the left side. Well, he gets up again here, but he looks hooked. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here.
That's missing. I'll be back on to come tomorrow.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot